Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm Hesezimcute, or some call me CJ. Lots of people already here tonight. Hello. Let's see, who do we have here? We've got, hey Peter, hey Russell, hey Suzanne, hey Chris, hey Carol, hey Daisy. So glad you had a time off that you could make it. Hope everybody is having a great week. Hey, Boop. Oh, and thanks for all the likes already. Alright, so I've been working some on my low-level farm. I'm saving Tom there later. Work a little bit on the farm pass. Here. Hey, Angie's. Hey, Sandra. Guys, oh, thanks for those likes. Keep going up. Thanks, you guys. Happy May 4th. I am not a big Star Wars fan, but my kids are. So I thought hey Lupe, thought I'd give a little nod to that. As you can see in my thumbnail as well, which also had the Valley Deco and a look at the farm pass. So part of the reason I'm starting on my low-level farm is I wanted to show, hey Diane, hey Gabby, I wanted to show everybody what the farm pass looked like on a really low-level farm. Because I've seen some comments where people really don't think it's worth spending the money on. And just for the deco alone, I think it's a good deal. But last month I was able to upgrade my barn and silo quite a bit. And luckily found out that this farm happens to have a common that's rare on my main. So I have lots that I can transfer. But I'm already most of the way to my next upgrade here. So I am enjoying some of this, and I got a lot of it because I had the farm pass. So we'll take a look at it. I didn't buy it yet. So we have your XP, of course. Oh, Suzanne, I'm so great that your baby farm is doing well. Then, we have the deco both on the free or the paid. But on that paid road, you see what's different is all of the expansion materials. And there's coin. There's some expansion materials on the or on the free road too. So you're still getting, if you think about it, hey Roro, hey Nada, it's 8 diamonds a piece for some of these. And when you start adding them up, and then you add in the deco, I still think it's worth it if you have that extra money that you want to spend. Hey, Sue. But I don't usually buy, but last month I really wanted the deco. This month, I don't have either of these on this farm because it is a new farm. So it's a great way to get that. But I'm still getting quite a bit on the free pass. And I like it. Hi, Jan. Hey, Phoebe. So I do think the farm pass overall, even if you're a low level, can be a really great investment. And it's going to give you that 90 days of no ads for your movie tickets. So teach your own, but I wanted to show you the difference because now we're going to go look at my main farm and see what the farm pass is there. Which I know everybody's seen the decos and information, but you can see the difference, and I've collected some. Oddly, as we go through, we've got our extra help, we've got some of this. I have things to collect because I haven't finished. We're gonna go for the bakery. Get my chick vouchers. I will do this before I forget, or I will go somewhere else. Okay. Did anybody notice that they put the fuel early this time? And it drives me nuts because if you're going to put fuel early in the farm pass, do it when it's a chicken valley. Oh, that chicken valley is so hard sometimes. And especially when you first get started, you need that fuel. And lately, every month that's been in the back till you can't, it's so close to get it by the time that it starts. So I'm happy to see it early, by all means. Oh, I did not need to do that. But nope, I didn't finish them all today. But it's not needed as much. Let's see what we have here. Everybody's saying hi to each other. I have no idea what that is, Peter. I know what a dragon fruit drink is, or what dragon fruit is. But yeah, I don't know what munchkins are. Are they like donut holes? Hey, Jordan. I know you said you had studying to do. So we've got our second. I love having the second booster, even though I don't use it too often. When I use it, I use it. Not the biker hat. Nah, I don't do a lot of the hats. Could do without the custom deco. This month's the garden. Yeah, the garden. And I wish we'd have a little more balance with the land expansion materials. Chick voucher. So I'll have my second archery. Chicken with the archer going on. And I can't wait to get the plane and the tire. Though I kind of wish the tire had a little chick that went up it. Like, don't. Okay. I did buy it on this farm. Because I don't do the giveaways. And I want the plane. It's weird. I'm going to put it in my town, though. Or in the sanctuary. Not on my farm. I don't really know how I feel about the plane being in the farm. I think I have to make a bunch more of that stuff yet. So nice out that we were outside playing for a while. The kids and I were. So, a little behind on getting stacked for that next boat. Okay. gotta admit, I kind of liked Hayday's post today about further honor of May the 4th. It was a nice nod to see Greg as Obi-Wan. Kind of interesting to see the chicken play the Darth Vader, though. But it was cute. Peter, what are you having? Peter always orders something. Wonder what he's having this time. Tomorrow is the Dunkin' Donuts. Oh, okay. You can. Oh, I don't live in big enough. Yeah, I did too, Russell. I thought it was really cute. I liked Greg as kind of Obi-Wan there. At least I think that's who they were. That's where I would go with. I'm really not the big Star Wars fan. My kids aren't. They wore shirts for today. It was a whole thing. Tomorrow is the town event, so I want to work on showing how to prep for that for anybody who doesn't remember. Oh, and before I forget, Boop, congratulations on hitting level 200. Russell is getting super close. Phoebe, that is the... Oh, I wish they would take that out. It was so many of them, and I'm not going to use them. It's and it's so weird. It's like the one deco too that you can't just like check the go in here and go to the deco tab. You actually have to go in, find where it is in the storage box, put it out, then put it back into storage. Just so weird. Which makes me really, one, I'm not at a high enough level with enough money to just do them. But for somebody like Phoebe or Chris or Gizmo or Ricky, who are high enough level, who tend to have the money, I don't trust it as much. I don't. And it just takes so much to do. Oh, Jan, I hadn't thought about that. The plane for crop dusting. It doesn't really remind me of a crop duster plane. But I guess it could be. I mean, it looks more like a little single engine prop plane. Is that what they're called? Phoebe probably know what this is. Is it more like a prop plane? Somebody who knows planes? Anybody? I'm not. It definitely doesn't look like the crop duster planes that we have around here for crops. It's not at the moment. I don't know that is going to happen. Haven't heard back on the next step. So I'm not going to focus on it right now. If I hear something, I hear something. Sorry. Sanctuary started today as well, so let's take a look at the Sanctuary. I've managed to get 3 fuel spins started. I haven't been in the Sanctuary yet. This is my first time in. If nobody's seen the deco, it was on my thumbnail, but it is this cheesy cow. Yeah, Russell, I'll be fine. The cow is animated from what I saw in a video from Jen, and Phoebe told us it was gonna be animated, I think, as well. So you can see a little bit of the bell movement and the flowers moving along the end. I can't really make it bigger on here for you guys to see. But I wasn't sure about it at first because it's not like the normal cow coloring. And I was like, I'm used to the gold because a lot of the statues from there are gold. Yeah, the cow has cheese. There's a piece on either side of it at the base. It looks kind of more like Swiss cheese in a way, but then I look at our cheese and it does have in-game and it does have kind of like holes on the design. So you have to collect 400, which is usually not the problem for everybody. Oh, okay, you did not. You put up the GIF, yeah. I know you put up the GIF. I can't remember if you showed it animated or not. Maybe it was Ricky's video then that was animated. I've watched too many videos this week and working on other projects to try to keep my mind busy. So you have to get 1,000 if you want the deco, or 1,200 if you want the diamonds. So this is a great way when people ask how you can get diamonds. Yeah, they. At least I know. Gizmo said that in her video she used the dev build to show it. I'm guessing Ricky did as well. For people who want to know a great way to get free diamonds, this is a great way because the Valley doesn't actually cost you to play unless you want to spend diamonds on more fuel. As long as you're doing the sun tasks and the quest every day, then you're going to earn plenty of sun points, and the tokens are easy because once you get your 3, the harder part is getting the balance. And I like to play the Sanctuary Valley like 3 times a day if possible, but a minimum of 2. Once in the morning and then once at night, because usually there's more animals in the evening time. But if you check throughout the day, you can find them depending on what your tasks are so that you can make that happen. Let's see what our tasks were today. So a group request on the first day can be hard. Those are easier to do in the morning. So we'll see if we can get lucky enough today. Probably we'll have to miss that. The rest of this is easy. We're fairly close to a diner to start with, so we should be fine. I just don't see... There's a group request up there, so perfect, we can hopefully get enough in spins. Hey Retta and Mrs. Retta, if you are with, we get enough fuel, then we should be able to get up to that request. Step on the night. Oh, good. Hopefully my luck will hold out. Oh, 10 already? I don't know many who get a... Oh. That is my least favorite task to start a valley off with. Because I just don't think it happens enough. Yeah, I got lucky there. I am not that lucky with the wheel. That's today's event. I haven't spun. We can spin it. You can guys, I'll see how I don't have. Need to come back in 28 minutes. So I will we'll have to come back and check. Hey Linda, because I don't really want to waste the fuel while we get the token. So we'll go to the town. Actually, let's go to the wheel. So it's expansion permit. You can see I have the 1 on my wheel. I have a puzzle piece. I'd be happy with either of those. The only thing that's nice about this wheel is that there are no single crops on it this time. So whatever I get will be at least decent, even if I just get the 1 salad, and it's still better than 1 crop. Oh, Jordan, I'm sorry your stomach is hurting. Five of the muffins. Wow, I think that is the first time I've ever gotten an expansion permit. Maybe I should play the lottery today. Actually, I am not that gambling. So I will not be playing the lottery, even though it seems to have some luck today. And I don't spend my diamonds on respinning. I would love for the Wheel of Fortune to look more like that on a regular basis. Maybe not 5. And I get that they put the higher quantities for... Welcome back, Peter. That they put probably the higher quantities on there because the likelihood of getting the expansion permit is so small. It's one of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the wheel has 12. There's a 1 in 12 chance of getting it. If you have the paid farm pass, then you get that second spin for free, which I think is how they are saying a chance for a second, unless they mean that as you can't win more than 2. If you win 1 and I were to try to respin, again, I can only win 1 more no matter how many times I spin. But that kind of seems like a waste if somebody's willing to keep spinning for... I'm not one of those people, though. Alright, my town, my train just left. So I have some people already prepped, and I did that on purpose because I wanted to show you or some of you how to stack for a town event, and explain that a little bit better, because the 2 times town visitor XP in Rump is slightly different than the town visitor for like expansion materials. Sorry, I needed to grab a drink there. Okay, so you can see I have a bunch already ready to serve. I'm hoping for a train task tomorrow. If not, that's okay. I'll still be doing the event. And then I have some people waiting that I need to. When I prep for the event, I only use the town hall, and that is key. You as long as they are sitting there waiting, tomorrow they can be fully served, and you will still collect your 2 times XP. If you use an XP booster tomorrow, you are only going to get that percentage. So if I were to go into my boosters, I have plenty of these right now. So let's say we did the 50%. I'm only going to get 50% off of what they're offering now. I get 50% of that, and then the 2 times amount tomorrow. So you're really getting like 25% of what it's offering tomorrow if you have an XP booster at 5-star going. But it does work. Hey, Rosemary. So we will go in, and then this way you can go, once you click on the one person in that building, you can see everybody in the building. But you need to navigate through the town. I think I used all mine, yep. Okay, so that's going to make, and remember you can always check your board right here by your train to tell you what you have to make. I like the jump feature. I've got, I can see what I have already to serve. I probably need to put some, make room in my silo. We'll see. Is that 10? I don't know if that's 10. That is. And we'll make sure that all the buildings, once they're well, so Jordan, so for you wouldn't need to. Okay, so if you do this method, you don't need to use diamonds. You would need to start prepping your town now so that you have a bunch waiting. But you can make use of the booster. Hey, Sam. So if you, we go in and let's say the bed and breakfast is the hardest because it takes the longest. But like, even if we're going in and we're going to like the grocery store that takes a short time, there's nobody at my grocery store. So I can go in, here if he takes an hour, I'm going to leave him sitting there. And then all these people that I have sitting, tomorrow when I go to collect them, if I have that XP booster going, I can collect. And you can have them. So once you fully serve the people in your building, you can go back. So you can see I have quite a few sitting at some of these. We have 1, 2, 3 that are in the already waiting, done at the diner. But my slots are open. So when he's done in 22.5 minutes, then I can go in and you're right. There's a lot of people who do rush the event, and they'll rush to go pick up townies from their neighbors. But if you fully maxed out like your train upgrade, you can get 10 people. Fully maxed out is an hour and a half. So you can still pick up 10 people in an hour and a half. And then if they're a grocery store, that's only an hour. It's just a matter of having all of the products to serve in the grocery store, and hopefully they're not being too greedy. So you could still utilize an XP booster in that time. But doing it this way, you can have most of your entire town to be full. You will rush to the town train and not my personal train. So yeah, so there you go. Phoebe does it that way. The hood I'm in depends on if certain people are awake, if they leave any out. So 3.5 hours isn't bad. If you don't have hoodies though that are leaving something, then rushing your town train like Phoebe does to get people in is okay. And because it's not fully served to get the double XP, you're getting it for each building they're in. So you don't have to fully serve them to get that XP. Oh, that's rough, Phoebe. It was nice when I was playing basically by myself with the kids' farms because I could go in and kind of finagle that around to my advantage. But now when I'm in a larger hood, it depends on the time, who's wanting to play. So I'm stacking my town, and you can keep refilling it until you have all 42 people served. The only thing is once you have all 42 people served, until you let them loose, even if your town train comes, you're not going to get any more. So, oh, that's a great tip, Phoebe. I did not know or pay enough attention that the cinema usually gives you the best XP in rep. So, I don't know if I have too many. I'm trying to fill all of my buildings to the max. And have enough to do a train task. And hopefully have some that won't be, because I can still serve those while I'm prepping towards another one. If we go to the cinema, let's see. So that's a good, and it tells you what you're going to get. So that's not bad. That's pretty good. I think it's more than what they give you for the trucks. Don't quote me on that, but I feel like the town gives you maybe just a little bit. Oh, I'm sorry, Jordan. That's hard. And you can go up to your, depends on the strategy. If you want to try to get through, like, if you're not done with your derby, I would focus on, like, the 1s and 2s that you have, so you can possibly do a derby task for a train, or if you have enough townies. Otherwise, you can start at your 3s and work your way down. I would do definitely, if it's like overnight sleep time for you now, start with stacking your B&Bs, and that's where I've focused upgrading. It's at a max XP expansion until I get to the next level, which I'm really kind of hoping I get to tomorrow. Not level 87 so much, but my town level of 19. I have a feeling, though, to get to level 19, if I did the math right, I'll also hit level 87. And I've not quite. Yeah, I know I could probably get both in, but that means another new machine, and I did not do bad in the event yesterday, but I didn't do or not yesterday, the Tuesday, it just didn't do great. And it just worked out that way. So, aw, thanks, Sam. That's a great amount, Daisy, that you made. $2.5 million. I was able to upgrade Monday after the Derby ended and make room. But because everybody had known that the event was going to stay on Tuesday and had already started, even with the change of task, prepping, they had sold too many blankets. I had a really hard time. I did get a bunch of red berry smoothies, and I made some good money off of that, thankfully. But it's not... it wasn't as much as I would have liked. The cinema's full, so we'll go to the grocery store. Yeah, I haven't purchased the fondue. I've found some in the paper, Suzanne, and I haven't been asked a ton. You're fine, Jordan. I understand. You need to go take care of. Just let me know everything's okay. The hardest part about the town is trying to figure out which people you want to put where. Sometimes I make a list to try to should probably be doing the longer ones overnight right now. Can't remember which ones. You got a puzzle piece on the chest. That's awesome, Sam. It seems like the puzzle pieces are popping up a little bit more. I'm curious how everybody's their Valley store is. I didn't really look at mine, but I've noticed that the Valley store for the Sanctuary doesn't offer as much as the Chicken Valley usually, in terms of like the puzzle pieces or the expansion permits. So when we go back over there here shortly, then we'll look at mine and see. I was able to get 2 out of 3 in the last Sanctuary. I could have got the third one if I opened my piggy bank, but we had all voted. You guys voted in the stream not to. So I am hoping. You have 3 this time, Russell? I've seen a few people say that they haven't gotten a single one. You have 1. So it really is varying on what is being offered to everybody. Let this pause longer. Diner. Ranch Cafe. And what we'll do is go over here and see. I'm gonna start making more of the hot dogs. They changed this. It used to pop up with. Is that the right? I think that's it. Yeah. It used to pop up directly to the product that you wanted to make, or even pull it. The jump feature is slightly tweaked, I think, in that optional update. Yeah, see, it's all over the board. Let's see. Still have 8 minutes there. So in my valley of 2 expansion permits. Oh, that's 3 expansion permits, 4 expansion permits, 3 puzzle pieces. It's actually not bad. Sanctuary, I hadn't been getting as many as. What is a tiny teddy cereal? Like a teddygram? Oh, Diane, I look forward to seeing your comparison because it was interesting to see what you got. Probably something I have not had, is my guess. Here in my way. Need to go fishing again to make some more of those. Okay. Sometimes the name of what you guys have for breakfast in places, I like try to figure out what they're closest to here. And it's very different. Yeah, Suzanne, there's a Kit Kat cereal coming to the US. Kellogg's just announced that they're kind of splitting their company. So there will be a North American, mainly US based Kellogg's brand. And then there'll be a European because the food safety standards are so different. This is a very interesting thing to study. Even Ricky was doing a food street stream, I think it was. Yeah. And the Kinder eggs that we have here in the US are very different than the Kinder eggs that almost everywhere else in the world has. And I think it's called Kinder Surprise. And that is no, seriously, Sam. We are. I wonder if they announced the date. Hold on. It's actually starting to hit the shelves, according to their site, depending on where you live. So the beginning of May, they've started launching it into stores. And it's being made by General Mills. And it'll be whole squares that resemble the classic wafer-covered chocolate bar from Hershey's. And it was already launched in Europe back in March. So the US is finally getting it. There will be a limited... They have a few other limited edition cereals that they're also launching. But I just... Hey, Ian. Sam, if you remind me, I'll send you a link with the information on Discord later. Because I'll probably forget. Oh, of course, Phoebe. Of course, because their standards are so much higher than ours. Ian, what do you need help on? Let me see if I can help you. I can. I had like 70 things of snack mix made for the tot event. It was the 4th highest product I had. By the time that I ended, I had my, I had blankets, red berry smoothies, blankets, saws, and then the snack mix in my barn. And after I sold down and the snack mix became the 3rd most in my barn, still never asked for them. So now, and I thought they used to ask for the snack mix, but maybe I'm wrong. So I was like, I spent all this time making snack mix, but I was surprised. I put it up and it sold very fast. So I was really happy that it did sell. But I sold down most of my supply, or have used it on boats now. Almost can upgrade my barn. Yeah, people grab it up, but it's surprising. I thought, and I may be wrong, because I didn't always play the double coin farm visitors, because it wasn't really, I didn't get the hang of it. Like, I tried, but my barn usually had saws and axes and TNTs. It's taken me a while to figure out the ratio of trying to get things and then being okay with having like less saws, especially because I don't cut down regular trees. But that's gonna need mayo, which is making, so it's bread. But I thought they used to ask for it. I thought the farm visitors asked for it, which is why I had spent time making it, because I found a ton of peanuts and I thought that would make more. But I did make a good amount of money, at least. Not as much as I wanted, but it did sell. So it worked out. And I still have a lot of peanuts. A lot of peanuts. More of those in. Go fishing. Another valley spin. One. Needs one of these. I only need to do this once. I am not I like knowing which products torn on the update. I like going in and seeing that when I go in here, like, oh, I don't have any of the fruit di mare pizza. But having to click on it to see, and then because I am right, I know it works better for lefties. But I have to click on it and be like, oh, okay. And see that I have everything. I kind of miss it being all together. You can actually feed quite a bit. More for that. Some more of that. Yeah, I like to click to see first. Give me food back. I don't know which food boxes you're talking about. The first country is Taiwan. Oh, yeah. I'm still clicking to Daisy. I like to see the ingredients. And I'm guessing, Daisy, for you, it's easier now that it's kind of moved over. I may go back to playing with my pencil more again. I have to go fish for that. No, I don't have to fish for that. It's always nice because I like to have my lures even. I don't know why. Come on. I can see that, Daisy. The whiteboards, even as a righty, are not the easiest, but definitely as a lefty because you're going from left to right. Ooh. It is definitely not a. No. Peter, how'd you like it? Did it taste good? That's the question. It may not have looked good, but did it at least taste good? With my train of thought again. Okay. Yeah, all that's making. So we'll go fill what I can fill. And each of these. To do some of the planting overnight. Cooking. This bed and breakfast. Okay. He does. He does spoil us with pretty food pictures. I missed Ian's question too. Ricky has a video on it. Let me grab it real quick because it explains it really well. The Supercell store. Okay, here is Ricky's Supercell store. I believe you have to use like a master one of the debit cards with something on it. Or I don't know if you can use PayPal. In German. That's one of the tenses for it. Daisy's just sprinkling in a little German. Working on this diner. Grocery store. And more of that, more of that. A plan tonight. We have to wait 2 more. We're gonna have to wait for more bacon for some of this. Okay. You can't go anywhere. And all we have left is the grocery shop. That's making, that's made. Should clean up paper, but it's just cheap to wait. Okay. I don't actually. I don't really have room, but I'm gonna grow some more. Peter, everybody asks you to be. Okay. 2 groups. Oh, I could have gone up here for this one. I go this way. Pick up one animal. Get more gas. Oh, I wish there was some that way. There's some this way, but where is he? Over there. Over there. Well, I might that way. I like that quote, Suzanne. That down. I did that. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Nope. Go this way. The first daughter. Is MASH streaming anywhere even? So it's on somewhere. I have to look to see if it's still on streaming somewhere. Okay, what did they come back for? 13 more minutes. Okay, so we just gotta wait 13 more minutes on that. Corn's going. Stuff for the boat's going. One of those for help to help with that. Let's see. That needs trash. That needs trash. That needs trash. Alright. Does anybody have questions about the events for the rest of the week? I know the 3 crop is Saturday. But so far, all of the 3 crops have been random and not all. So I would say maybe a 50-50 chance on it being actually all of them. I would still plant like the crops you need the most of, the longer crops or ones that sell real well. Like if you have tea, then tea. But unless Phoebe can say otherwise, there's no guarantee that it will actually be all of them. Hey, Raina. Well, it's definitely going to be a crop event. I believe that. I'm curious if it'll be all or not. If Chris says it'll be all, I'm going to take his word on it. But I'm still a little hesitant there. Interesting. I don't think anybody is like really super sad that it's been random 3 crops over all crops. I know I haven't. And I've been pretty lucky with the 3 crop ones that I've gotten. I usually at least hit one of them planted. And so far, haven't gotten any of like the super short. But you think it's going to be... No, Russell, you think it's going to be all of them? Or just 3 random? I'm leaning towards 3 random. But yeah, because just that's what it's been. But we'll find out Saturday. It just should make those who wait till the weekend to do the Derby interesting to see what the paper's flooded with. I will say that it's still so ore heavy in the paper. And I was kind of hoping by now it wouldn't be majority of ore. Yeah, Raina, you go ahead. I actually don't mind, Daisy, sometimes when we have, after like a big boat event or even the town event, the 3-time crop events, because then you can recover. They're great for like if you don't have a wheat task in your derby, then if you wheat, it's going to give you a bunch of wheat to make wheat bundles, which since I use rows, I just leave sitting. But they've been a little too often. Yeah, if you get all 3, you can't really. Yeah, weeding becomes a little hard, and the paper becomes so overwhelmed. You're all selling for such a low price. So I don't know that I'm ready for a 3-time either. Shoot. I really don't want to. Trying to save my diamonds. Thank you, Sam. But I also want to expand out my slots on my ice cream. Tough call. Oh, Peter just wants everybody to get a new impression of it. I didn't mean to. Well, I guess we're making more later. Need a second one of those. Okay, that's already. You were short by one, Sam. That drives me nuts. Like coconuts. I when you I'm so not good at the jokes. I know it. But I know that Sam doesn't like the coconut. When I start, when I do that, I'll do the math to see sometimes, like, how many off would I be? Like, I'd rather plant 2 partial fields of something, especially if it's a longer crop, than end up with, like, even 5 or 6 that I have to wait for. Because that's, are just, it's one, I don't know why, it drives me really bonkers to just have, like, a couple of ones that you're waiting for. Nope, I didn't. Probably somewhere with some lack of sleep and fun day to this evening with my kids. Alright, well, the one of them at least enjoyed it. My youngest had a field trip today, and he got to see the baseball game being played from the top of the arch in St. Louis. And he was just thrilled. I'm not sure if it was one of the chaperones or kids, had brought binoculars with. So they were sharing the binoculars so they could, like, see into the stadium better. So he had an absolute blast. So he had his Cardinals Star Wars shirt, and he was really excited for that. And surprisingly not worn out from the field trip. I was really proud of him. I did not think he'd actually go up all the way, because he's not truly, like, fully claustrophobic, but the tram cars, like, I was a little worried about how that would be. So if you've never been to the St. Louis Arch, it's worth a trip. But you do sit in these little, like, tram cars. They remind me of those caged. They're not a Ferris wheel. Or are they called, like, a Ferris wheel? At the carnivals. They have, like, the little cages that you can sit in. So it's not, like, open. You can't really, there's a window in the door, but you take it up and then you get off the top, and the top you can actually feel move if the wind's going. And where they moved the new stadium to, and they built it, you can, I guess, I haven't been up into the top since they built the new stadium. So I learned today you can see into the stadium from there. And I was so proud he did it, because I wasn't sure he'd actually make it through going into it. Oh, Sam, that stinks. Yeah, I can't remember when they opened it back up. But they had a blast and did really good. Um, he enjoyed it, so I'm so happy for him. The height, yeah. Diane, I've only been to the top, I think, twice ever. The last time that I went to the top, I couldn't do it. I was not going. I probably will never go back up again to the top. So I'm proud that he got to go, and he could go on the tram. It definitely was exciting for him. Oh yeah, I couldn't imagine. That was probably the first time that I really got sick, and it was after the last time I went up was after I had my youngest. It was only the second time I'd ever been up to the top, uh, and I couldn't do it. So I have never gone back. Uh, I did not go on the field trip today. I love him dearly. He has an amazing teacher who did a great job with him, and I'm very thankful for her. And she handled it quite well. And no, Suzanne, probably not. It is very, unless they've changed it. The trams that I remember, it would set off It would set it off being claustrophobic. I'm waiting for that. That was done. Okay. I think we're going to be able to get all of the animals to have another one. 3. Let's see here. Let's see what we get for the spin. Do you think it's because it's open, Diane? That's my issue, is that it's closed. I don't do well with that tighter closed. I don't know that it's truly claustrophobic because I can handle like other small areas. But there's something about the tram, and then when you get up there, at the top, to be able to feel the like sway of even look, we got all of them done today. I wasn't sure we were going to. Okay. Yeah, it definitely won't be anything I do again, but if you can handle it, it's really cool. Nope. If that, Susan, if that bothers you, you would not be able to ride the tram up. Mark which? These? I'll run Tom for him. Russell, unless you want the help for it. This is making. These are making. I have no honey left. Oh, yeah. Daisy, I don't know that you'd like the top of the arch then. That's kind of the feeling. I can't go to the top of a Ferris wheel. It really bothers me. Ooh. Let's see what kind of... There are... I think there is. Let's go back and look. And if there's not, they're not showing up in the clouds. Nope. Can't do it. I've made it about an eighth of the way up a Ferris wheel before I had like just no, not my same. Okay, let's count the sanctuaries. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get that one way back. 5. 6. 7. Get that one on the way back. 8. 9. There's only 9 sanctuaries this time. And they are definitely more to the left side than to the right. That seems off. It definitely does seem off. I'll have to go back and look at it. Oh no. Suzanne, I really hope you do not have nightmares from this. Maybe like try... They're definitely further apart. Well, they're not as bad when you get over here. If you think about some of them, there's seems to be a little bit more grouping, but not the... They're not... They definitely aren't the same. I have to go back and watch an old video and look to see... Or maybe you have an old map you can compare to. Susan, maybe you should try watching something that won't give you a nightmare. Like, that's fun to put in your head before you go to sleep then. Oh, I feel bad for giving you nightmares. Plant some carrots. And plant all my tomatoes for overnight. Well, actually, it won't really be overnight, because I'll be up, but good on those little ones. Need some more broccoli. I don't want to tell them I'm going to plant that later. I would definitely feel bad though, Suzanne. I'm glad you're kidding, but I would feel bad. I have done that. I've fallen asleep by accident watching something or listening to a podcast that, like one of the true crimes. There's a show, I discovered last night on Discovery, the streaming platform. And one, it'll freak you out about letting, like using some of these apps. It's creepy. And definitely did not sleep. Okay, so I have accomplished what I wanted to for the stream. Does anybody have any questions they want to talk about before we go for the night? I want to thank you for all of the wonderful likes and for coming tonight. I will see you guys in Reiki stream later if there's no questions. For those of you who are not in Reiki stream, I'll see you in possibly Gizmo's Jen stream, or I will see you in Phoebe's stream on Sunday. Saturday, Jen is doing a channel anniversary stream. So there's that. I think that's the only big thing coming up. Ricky's stream is at 2 a.m. Eastern time approximately right now. And a big thanks to my mods, Russell, Daisy, Sam, Phoebe, for helping out and for everybody coming. And I will see you guys in everybody else's streams for next week here. I've got an updated video I'm working on. And maybe some more fun things as I just got Photoshop to play with. So we'll see what happens with that. Thanks y'all for coming. Happy farming y'all. Bye.